Have you ever looked out from the window of a high-rise building and watched the people below moving like ants through the concrete veins of the city? From that height, everything looks orderly and everything looks civilized. We tell ourselves a very comforting story. We tell ourselves that we have evolved beyond the mud and the blood of the forest. We believe that because we wear suits and sit in air-conditioned rooms and sign contracts with ink, that we have transcended the laws of nature. But this is the first and most dangerous illusion of the modern life. If you peel back the carpet, and if you turn off the fluorescent lights, you will find that the boardroom is nothing more than a jungle with better furniture. We are still animals. We are still driven by the ancient rhythms of hunger and fear and dominance. And in this vertical jungle, just as in the savannah, there are only two categories of existence. There are the lions and there are the sheep. A tragedy of your life is not that you are one or the other. The tragedy is that you believe you are sitting at the table as a partner, when in reality you are sitting on the plate as lunch. Let us walk together into the mind of the sheep. It is not an insult to be a sheep. The sheep is a creature of community, and it seeks safety in numbers. The sheep believes in the collective good. When the sheep walks into the office, it brings with it a heart full of hope. It believes in the mission statement. It believes in the team. The sheep thinks that if it grazes quietly and produces wool and causes no trouble, the shepherd will love it. The sheep confuses the shepherd's protection with affection. It does not understand that the shepherd protects the sheep from the wolf, only so that he can eat the sheep himself later. You have felt this, haven't you? That deep desire to be a good employee, to be a team player. You stay late. You cover for others. You apologize for things that are not your fault. You do this because deep down you are terrified of being cast out of the herd. You believe that fairness is a universal law like gravity. You think that if you give your loyalty, the universe is obligated to give you security in return. But the lion does not believe in fairness. The lion believes in leverage. I want you to imagine a meeting. You are sitting there with your notebook, ready to take notes, ready to serve. Across from you sits the lion. He smiles. Lions always smile before they strike, because a growl would send the prey running, and the lion prefers his meal to be calm. The lion uses words like family and partnership and synergy. These are not truths. They are tranquilizers. They are designed to lower your heart rate and to make you expose your neck. You look at the lion and you see a colleague. You see a mentor. You see someone who shares your vision. But the lion looks at you and sees only a resource. He sees your energy and your time and your ideas as calories to be consumed. He does not hate you. This is important to understand. The lion does not hate the gazelle. It is nothing personal. It is simply the mechanics of survival. To the lion, your destruction is not an act of malice. It is merely a byproduct of his ambition. Why are we so easily deceived? Why do we walk into the mouth of the beast with our eyes wide open? It is because we project our own nature onto others. The honest man assumes everyone is honest. The kind man assumes everyone is kind. And the sheep assumes that the lion is just a larger, fluffier sheep. You project your conscience onto a creature that has none. You think that because you would feel guilty stealing credit for someone else's work, that he must feel guilty too. But he does not. When he takes your idea and presents it to the board as his own, he does not feel shame. He feels efficient. He feels that he has successfully harvested the resource. He sleeps soundly while you lie awake staring at the ceiling, wondering what you did wrong. You did nothing wrong. You simply forgot what species you were dealing with. I knew a man named Arthur who was the perfect sheep. He was brilliant and hardworking and soft. He worked for a man who was a classic lion. For years, Arthur built the kingdom. He wrote the code and he designed the systems and he trained the staff. The lion patted him on the head and gave him titles that cost nothing. Vice President of nothing. Director of nowhere. Arthur felt important. He felt safe. He told his wife that he was indispensable. He said we are partners. But one day the winter came. The market turned cold. The lion needed to shed weight to survive. He did not cut his own rations. He did not cut his own mane. He looked at the flock and he calculated the calories. Arthur was summoned to the glass office. The lion did not roar. He sighed. He looked sad. He said, "It is out of my hands, Arthur." He made it sound like a tragedy that happened to both of them. Arthur left that day with a cardboard box and a broken heart. He spent years trying to understand why his partner betrayed him, but there was no betrayal. A farmer does not betray the cattle when he takes them to market. He is simply fulfilling the contract that the cattle never knew existed. This is the harsh truth that you must swallow if you wish to survive. The corporate world is an ecosystem of predation, cloaked in the language of cooperation. Every interaction is a transaction. Every relationship is a power struggle. If you do not know who the sucker is in the room, it is you. You must stop listening to what they say and start watching what they eat. Does your boss feed the team, or does he feed on the team? Does he take the blame when things go wrong, or does he offer you up as a sacrifice to the gods of the board? The lion relies on your silence. He relies on your politeness. He knows that you have been trained to be agreeable. He knows that you would rather suffer in silence than create a scene. He uses your good manners as a cage to hold you. When he asks you to work the weekend without pay, he frames it as a favor. If you say no, you are difficult. If you say yes, you are food. He is testing your boundaries. He is nipping at your heels to see if you will kick back. If you do not kick, if you only bleat and run, he knows he owns you. He knows he can devour you, slowly bite by bite, over the course of 10 years, until there is nothing left but a husk. But here is the secret that the lions do not want you to know. The lion is afraid. He is terrified. His power is fragile. It depends entirely on the submission of the sheep. If the sheep wake up, if the sheep realize that they outnumber the lion 100 to 1, the game changes. The lion sleeps with one eye open because he knows that he is an imposter. He knows that he produces nothing. He only takes. You are the producer. You are the one with the skill. You are the one who knows how to make the fire. Without you, the lion freezes. Without you, the lion starves. His arrogance is a mask for his dependency. So what must you do? Must you become a lion? Must you sharpen your teeth and learn to tear the throats out of your colleagues? No, that is a corruption of the soul. To become a monster to defeat, a monster is a defeat in itself. You do not need to become a predator, but you must stop being a sheep. You must become something else. You must become the porcupine. You must become the creature that is peaceful and quiet and minds its own business, but carries 1,000 spears on its back. You must be dangerous, not because you attack, but because you cannot be eaten. How do you grow these quills? You grow them by shedding your need for validation. The sheep needs the shepherd to tell him he is a good boy. You must kill that need. You must look in the mirror and validate yourself. You must know your worth so deeply that no title and no bonus can add to it or subtract from it. You grow your quills by setting boundaries that are made of steel, not straw. When the lion crosses the line, you do not argue. You do not explain. You simply prick him. You say no. You say, "I cannot do that." You document everything. You keep a record. You realize that information is your shield. You must learn to observe the jungle with detachment. Stop trying to make friends with the food chain. When the lion smiles at you, smile back, but keep your hand on your sword. Understand that his charm is a weapon. When he invites you to lunch, remember that you are on the menu. Do not give him your loyalty for free. Make him pay for it. Make him trade for it. If he wants your wool, he must give you grass. If he stops giving grass, you stop giving wool. It is a transaction. Strip the emotion out of it. Stop looking for a father figure in your boss. He is not your father. He is a customer purchasing your time. Treat him with the professional distance of a merchant. Be polite, be excellent, but be detached. Do not give him the key to your happiness. Do not let him determine your self-esteem. The most powerful person in the room is not the one who roars. It is the one who cannot be manipulated. It is the one who observes the game, but refuses to be a pawn. When you see the game for what it is, the illusion of the family crumbles. You see the office for what it is. It is a hunting ground. And once you see it, you can navigate it. You can walk through the tall grass without making a sound. You can spot the ambush before it happens. You have a choice today. You can continue to graze with your head down, hoping that the lion is full. You can continue to believe the beautiful lies about synergy and family. Or you can lift your head. You can sniff the wind. You can recognize the scent of the predator. You are not a bad person for protecting yourself. You are not a cynic for seeing the teeth. You are simply awake. The sheep sleeps and dreams of a meadow where everyone is equal. The lion waits and dreams of the feast. But the awakened soul walks between them, belonging to neither side. Be the observer. Be the one who survives. Be the one who goes home at the end of the day with your soul intact, because you never offered it up for consumption. The lunch is over. It is time to leave the table.